REAX. I'm here with the one, the only Lee Judges. Lee, thanks for taking the time, man. Really appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
No problems, no problems. Just got home, so you're all right. No worries at all.
Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. Poor, wasteful, lethargic, sluggish, lack of ruthlessness. All the superlatives you can think of today. I'm pretty disappointed with a 1-1 draw. I don't know about you.
Well, very much so. You know what I mean? Because now it should be a nice, comfortable Thursday next week. It's not now. It's going to be nervous, and the reason it's been nervous is because of poor decision making, poor attitude. I'm going to have to say that. I think that I honestly think that we were just talking off air there that I honestly felt that they had a look at them and thought, oh, they're not very good, so we don't have to really be at our best today. And as you well know, in football, something can happen, like the penalty, and things change. But and what was annoying about that, for that next 5 minutes, look how they stepped up after that goal. Look how they stepped up. Well, why didn't they do that from the word off? You know, great goal, a great response, but they should have been doing that in the first half. And listen, you know, Aubameyang's missed a chance today that you'd back a lot of money on him to score. I can't believe he missed it. Yeah, I can't believe he's missed it. But you know, it wasn't just him that played bad today. There was look at Granit Xhaka's pass right on a half time. You know what I mean? That summed up Arsenal today. You know, just a little bit of arrogance, but we've got no right to be arrogant, no right whatsoever. And I felt that was our downfall today. And listen, I'm going to say this now, Sam. We could actually go through quite comfortably next week, or we could be knocked out. It's as simple as that now. I could see us probably going out, you know what I mean? And because we've just got that little bit of, you know, like shooting your foot syndrome or something like that, you know?
Yeah. It's situations like this. It's not the other team. It's not the other team beating us. It's us beating ourselves. It's us not taking the chances that we need to take, you know? So
100%. That is spot on. You know what I mean? Benfica didn't really cause us any problems today. What we did was from our own making. You're dead right. That's a great point. Great point.
This was a, you know, if it's a boxing match, we just took Benfica's best shot, and the best shot they could give us came courtesy of a penalty that we ourselves created. They didn't create that. We created it. I'm curious as to your take. I want to get a little specific here real quick on Aubameyang's performance overall.
Well, it was poor. Yeah. You know, but then again, if he takes his chances, you'd be all going mad about him. You know, it's thin lines, isn't it? You know, his movement was good for the chance what he put wide. You know, he's in the box when we have the tap in, which we haven't been having in the past. So I think you have to look at it on two ways. Poor performance from him for as far as missing them, but he was in the right place at the right time. Hopefully next week if he has those chances, he'll take them. But today's performance sums up his season all over, mate. You know what I mean? It really does. It's not good enough. But there you go.
What's your take on the penalty? I'll be honest. I thought the penalty call itself was a bit harsh on Emile Smith-Rowe. A bit unlucky, but he and Cedric got to clear that ball off the line and not even bother with the corner. So we kind of put ourselves, again, shoot yourself in the foot.
Exactly right. And listen, I think if you get given that penalty, you take it. If it's against you, you're going to think it's harsh. And I think that I don't really know what a penalty is these days. I really don't.
Yeah, so I don't think anybody does.
I don't think anybody does. So, you know, when your arm's that high, you risk the chance of it being a penalty. That's the only thing I can say on it. You risk the chance.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think it is a penalty. Look, listen, if it was down the other end, I would have said no, it's not a penalty, but I'll take it. But I didn't think it was a penalty. But listen, I've said it earlier on. That game was drifting to a 0-0. By them scoring that penalty, it give us a response. And I can say this now: it's much better that it's 1-1 instead of 0-0. So yeah, you know. I don't think it was the end of the world them scoring that goal. If I'll be honest, I think that I think at 0-0 I would be a much more nervous person tonight than I would have been now that it's 1-1. I still think that we've got enough to beat them. But some poor performances in there today. Yeah. Some poor performances.
Let's maybe just switch gears here real quick. And go a little positive, because I actually thought Danny Ceballos had a fantastic game today. My man of the match. I don't know about you, but go ahead.
Without a shadow of that, the pass that he done for Bellerin for the Aubameyang miss was total world class. You know what I mean? And I thought he was fantastic from minute one to the end till he come off. That's two magnificent games he's had now, but he's got to, if he's going to have a career at Arsenal, and even if it's not Arsenal, have a really good career, he has got to get consistent. And today, well, you know, 2 games, you know, sublime. And people keep going, oh, Granit Xhaka's a great player alongside Partey. I want to see this man alongside Partey now to see what we've got with that. You know, that will be my next thing. Look, Granit Xhaka was poor tonight.
Very poor.
You can't. But that's his first poor game in a while. But that is Granit Xhaka all over. That little bit of sloppiness that he's got in his game, and it's really, you know, Granit Xhaka sums up Arsenal Football Club. He does great things, poor things, and bloody sloppy things, and it's Arsenal to a T, and that's the way it is at the moment.
Consistently inconsistent is the way that I describe this football club. We are consistently inconsistent. Just on Danny Ceballos, I said to somebody else in one of these videos, he was everywhere today, and I think he might be actually outside shoveling the snow off my front stoop right now. That's he was that good. He really was. He really was. So, you know, kind of take the bright spots. Last thing I'm going to ask you, and then I'm going to let you get out of here. Anything today that you see that's down to fatigue with some of these players, especially Emile Smith-Rowe, maybe even Bukayo Saka?
Well, you know, yeah, maybe a little bit there. You know, I don't know if it's fatigue. I think, you know, it's because they're young. I think you're going to get inconsistent performances. You've got to realise that these 2 guys are putting performances that are above their age.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Particularly Saka. You wouldn't say that this is a 19-year-old kid when he's performing like he is, particularly like last Sunday against Leeds. So I just put it down to a little bit of youth. You know what I mean? That you're not quite going to be consistent. You know, your body's, you know, they're teenagers. You know, I think Smith-Rowe's 20, but they're still growing. They're still growing into be professional footballers. So I think you're going to get performances like this. This is why we need to have a squad of players and don't rely too heavily on these guys, because they can have those inconsistent performances, you know. But listen, when Saka has a game like he does today, and then he backs it up with the next 5 games of real quality, you're going to forgive him for that, like, you know.
Sure, yeah.
I'm not too sure about Smith-Rowe playing in the position he has. We've got wide players wide left in Martinelli and Pepe, and if you want to go even further, Willian that can play there. Like, you know, why we're putting Smith-Rowe in there is beyond me, and I feel that is a little bit of a cop out from Mikel Arteta. Play your players that you think is going to be in the best, not try and you know, put players into positions there. And I feel that Smith-Rowe's been playing really, really well in that midfield.
Yeah,
and he's sort of been shoved to the side for Udegaard, who today I thought played really well today, like, you know. So make the decisions and do the right thing by the football club, not do the right thing by the player.
Yeah, here. That's it, man. I appreciate you coming on, taking the time. I know it's late over there for you.
No problems at all.
I'll let you get out of here, man. Appreciate you, Lee.